Warning, we will be talking about all seasons of The Walking Dead, including Season 7. This is your one and only warning.
Welcome back to Playing Dead.
1 week absence there, but we're doing a combo episode of episode 6 and 7.
Well, 6 and 7 after the break.
Okay. Yes. I always fuck that up. It's the episode 14 and 15.
Yes. The pre-season finale and the pre-season finale episodes. I'm your co-host Solston with your host
Afterburn.
There we go. So, in the third to last episode of the season so far, a couple small revelations.
Yeah.
Kind of came about throughout the show. What's his name? Hilltop leader.
Gregory.
That's it. He's such a scumbag. I don't even remember his name. He's much more of an asshole than anyone could have initially anticipated. He's really getting in there with Trevor.
Yeah.
And he's like adopting his favorite drinks.
Oh, you hate him now? Wait till you watch next episode.
Oh shit! I have not seen actually the second to last episode yet. So
Afterburn will just be talking with you about the episode before the finale of season 7.
Mm-hmm.
The episode
I'll be here
is
for the
called
first half.
Something They Need, but the episode we're talking about is The Other Side.
Mm-hmm. So there was a nice little bit of back and forth with Sasha and
Rosita.
That's it. Yeah,
I always forget her name.
names.
I want to call her Isabella for some reason.
That's Fear the Walking Dead, I believe.
Probably.
I think there was an Isabella.
Nah,
Sounds about right. Doesn't matter. Right.
Yeah.
Nobody watches Fear the Walking Dead. It was nice to see that conflict and then slight conflict resolution. It was just a bit of bonding before a bit of self-sacrifice at the end of the episode there.
Mm-hmm.
After they found out Eugene doesn't want to leave. He's got power.
He's
got status.
They didn't figure it out when they were looking at him through the scope, but I could just tell from his body language.
Oh, yeah.
The confidence in his points.
Yep.
I'm like, he's one of them for
he
sure.
He has gone from 0 to 10. Like, he is in his element. What did you think about the doctor for aspirin trade-off?
That was hilarious. We're not going to leave you high and dry.
You know, for all your infections and stuff, here's a crate full of fucking pristine boxes of name brand Advil.
Got a problem? Take an aspirin. Or was it Advil or aspirin? I thought it was aspirin.
Oh, it might have been aspirin. I thought it said Advil, but it might have been aspirin. But in any case, painkillers.
Yeah.
The end-all be-all, according to Trevor Phillips of GTA 5.
Yeah, you hit on one of my points was that the doctor that Negan killed and the doctor at the Hilltop are brothers, even though they look nothing alike.
Oh.
The one guy was like balding, and the doctor that they took was
Wait, I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, he's like, when they're like, well, why does Negan need 2 doctors? Yeah. And he's like, he doesn't. He's like, oh, so my brother got himself killed. That was the one.
I thought he said the bugger got himself killed.
No.
Never mind. Well, that's a whole new layer and a whole new reason why he had so much sass.
Yeah, it's hard to have a lot of sass when you're like surrounded by Negan's men being taken away against your will.
But that facial reaction from Trevor, he's like, really? Huh?
Yeah. That guy. He's like Jim Carrey. Like he can just talk with his facial movements.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, there was a...
Oh, sorry. One of my points here. The last episode, I asked the question, where's Daryl? Because he was at the Kingdom... So I guess he was at the Hilltop.
When did he show up at Hilltop? I'm just going to chill with this lion. Now I'm at Hilltop for some reason?
I guess after he met with Carol, that was all he needed. So I guess part of giving her space was him going to the Hilltop.
I suppose. But it's just a weird jump that they never really explained, touched upon. It was just sort of, he's here now, and in a couple of the scenes, I couldn't tell the difference, especially in like the nighttime scenes and the little montage in the beginning. Couldn't tell if it was Jesus or Daryl. So I was like, why is Jesus all sad? Why is Maggie sad that Jesus is sad? Why are they all sad?
Everyone's sad.
It wasn't until most of the way through the episode in like the vegetable bunker that I was like, oh, That was Daryl.
And in the vegetable bunker, there was a little moment there, and
Nice
Daryl
little
still
scene.
has a guilty conscience about getting Glenn killed.
Oh, God, yeah, because he was the one who made the first peep. So the second peep out, and Glenn was Lucille's dinner.
Well, it's that kind of thing, and like if there was a third peep, then they would have taken out Daryl, or maybe not, because I do really think Negan wanted to bring Daryl into the fold.
Yeah, he wanted to take out the people who were going to be a problem, who he couldn't break. He definitely broke Daryl to an extent. But it was a very quick reverse from being Reek back to Theon Daryl Joy.
Theon Daryl Joy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you missed the Doctor Brother thing. Did you catch that Jesus revealed he's gay?
I did not. I knew from the comics that he was. I did not catch that in the episode.
Yeah, it was very subtle. Like he was talking, and he was talking about how he never really felt like a place was home until the hilltop or whatever.
Yeah,
and he's like he always always ran away from things, and then he said
friends,
he
and
said
old friends.
and then he said boyfriends last thing.
I thought he said old friends.
No, he said boyfriends.
You're
really tired.
I guess my hearing is just really messed up today. Wow. I'm just hearing different things.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what he said, but it'd be hilarious if I was wrong and I'm just giving you misinformation.
And I have to just take it, and I have to believe it, because
I wrote it down as one of my points. I mean, he said it.
Okay.
But what if we are wrong, and if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I don't think I am.
I'm pretty sure in the comics Jesus was gay.
Yeah,
I know it's going to hurt a lot of people.
Well, that's the thing. Like, is that like a finger to the religion, to the religious people? Because I don't think so. Because his name is Jesus is because he looks like Jesus. It's not because he's like a Bible carrying Christian.
It's really just the beard and hair.
Yeah, so it's
because his real name's what, Philip or something?
I don't know. No, Philip was the governor. The governor was named Philip.
Right.
I don't know if
I can't remember what his name is.
I think maybe he said his name once. But
yeah, it's a normal name. It's a very plain Jane name. But yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of names, Trevor, we always call him Trevor, but his name is Simon.
Simon.
And he actually said it in the episode. Someone said it in the episode, and then I made sure to write it down, because and I'm still going to refer to him as Trevor.
Yeah,
but
I believe it was Gregory that said his name, because when he asked him, like, can we speak outside? And then Gregory got, like, I guess the address for Negan's compound. Well, yeah, just come and knock on the door. Guy will let you in at the gate. So I think they're going to have a little bit of tequila drinking buddy, and he's probably going to fuck up everything and rat out. Like,
well,
by the way, these guys are here.
I'm impressed with how like a yes man, because he's making himself drink tequila to like be more relatable, which is so gross and I can just see
wormy. His whole yes man bullshit demeanor is really going to fuck him over in the end, because he's going to go to Simon with this problem of, hey, so Daryl and some of the other people from Rick's group, I've been hiding them, but they're a problem for me now. So can you deal with them? And I don't think that's going to go over too well at all.
Well, see, and I read either the first or second episode, I said like he might betray them because he's losing power. Absolutely. And now it's very more clear. But the only problem is, and the only reason I think he hasn't done that yet, because he just sees his power slipping already. Even in the next episode, which is so enjoyable, you'll have to watch it because it's just so enjoyable.
Like, he's definitely starting to power trip when he threatened Jesus.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. But it just seems in character of him, though. But the only reason that he hasn't already, I think, is because he's been harboring these fugitives, in a sense, for some time. And if he suddenly just reveals that he's been doing that, they won't look too kindly to that. There's no way for him to spin it where, they put a gun on my head. I had to hold them. So he's in the wrong there.
Oh, absolutely.
So he's conflicted. He wants, the only thing he does want is to come out on the other side, whoever wins.
He definitely is,
because he can live on both of those sides.
Oh, absolutely. He's really playing the field. Like, I think Negan's men like him a bit more, just because they know they can manipulate him a bit. Because definitely Rick's team hates the guy. But yeah, he's in a position now where, even though he looks like he could come out ahead no matter who wins, I think he's going to lose no matter who wins. Because either Negan's men will find out, and he might get killed by them before they can all be wiped out, or he'll betray Rick, and Rick's group will kill him. Either way, he's not going to be in charge of Hilltop after the revolution, one way or the other.
Another one of my points is the whole Sasha and Rosita, all their whole sequence.
Yeah.
It was kind of like,
She briefly touched on.
It felt death row. Like they both knew what was going to happen.
Oh yeah, they both knew they were going on a suicide mission. Sasha was a little bit more like,
yeah, she was all like, yeah, we can
snipe
snipe them from a distance. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then it all came reversing and crashing down right at the end.
Didn't see that coming.
No.
Sasha's sacrifice I wrote down.
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I know.
Well, okay, thanks.
No. I wrote that down as my point before the next episode.
Okay.
Okay. But what I will say with the Daryl and with Eugene is that this might be Negan's weakness, is trying, which I applaud for his trying to bring useful people into his fold. Daryl very useful, Eugene very useful, and he's not. Daryl, he was hard on him, but
yeah, he tried to break his spirits.
He was kind of the best approach to break Daryl.
Yes.
But it might also be Negan's weakness, because if, most of the whole group pretty much is somebody, or all those people are Negan would like as, his people, like working for him.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you have too many
of your enemies converted into allies, who knows if you're just surrounded by enemies?
Yeah, exactly.
It could be his downfall. Because it goes back to far earlier in the season, before the mid-season break even, where, blonde Daryl. What's his name
Dwight?
again? That's the one. Where Dwight didn't want happy hour at the Pussy Bar.
Right.
If he can't keep his guys in charge happy, he's going to lose them. And they're going to turn on him really quick, especially since they were once former enemies. Because I think a very small percentage of the people in the Saviors are actually original Saviors, and the rest are just commandeered, kind of like pirate capture.
I get that
slaves.
feel. I get that feel too. I had a point, and it just abandoned me there. No, I got it back.
Okay.
I think that's talking to that weakness, but I think it's like a cockiness, because he's done it with a lot of people.
Yeah, by now he thinks it just works.
And it's shown up in other forms. Like he in one of the episodes, he was looking to find Maggie, and then they told him she was dead, because he was hoping to I believe his exact words were make him one of his offer to marry her. He was going to offer to marry Maggie.
He was going to have another wife.
And then he was all like, "Oh, you think that's kind of messed up? And why would I even bother?" But you'd be surprised. So it's the kind of thing where he's done this, and it's worked for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
People they've been traumatized, and they see that that's really their only option if they want to live.
The blonde girl that wanted the pills to kill herself, even though it may have really been a ploy to kill Negan.
It could have been both.
I think it was a little column A, little column B.
All right. Well, that is all my points for that episode. Do you have anything else?
Other than the fact that I mishear things, apparently.
Well, yeah. It's funny. Like, they didn't make a big deal about it. They just kind of little subtly just dropped it down there.
There was a lot of subtle drops in this episode.
We're all human, right? We look at our phone for a second, and you just miss a little. You don't think you missed, like, even in this game, we're missing tons of dialogue. You don't think you missed anything important,
but
and then someone can tell you that a character's sexual identity.
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. This writing in this episode, because it was so subtle, it was a lot better than a couple episodes ago where it was garbage. So, But anyway, I guess this is the midpoint where I will break off here.
Yeah.
So, this is Solston signing out, but Afterburn will be with you for the rest of this for the next episode.
Talking about episode 15, Something They Need.
Yeah, the second to last episode. All right, I'll let you have at it.
All right, well, thanks for sticking on just for me here. funny little experimenting here with this episode, combining two, and I don't like to just talk to myself, but I am the only one who's seen this episode, so I'll try and run through these points real quick here. So the first point I had from Something They Need, David the Rope Rapist. Oh God, was that guy effective and creepy. Threatening to rape Sasha, but he got his justice. And the next point is, come on, Gregory. Oh man, and I've said before in this show, I really like Alexander Berkeley. I don't like his character, but I like him as an actor, and he just crossed the line when he pulled out that knife and he was thinking about killing Maggie, his problem. Like, I guess can't defend the guy anymore, and I'm going to enjoy his downfall, whether Negan's men kills him for not being able to get the job done, or someone just takes a shot at him because he can't even kill a walker. That's how pathetic he is, and it's just so enjoyable to watch his little hilltop, his power he's come into, just crumble in front of him. And the next point is during the episode, they took the ocean side and secured the guns, and that was quite the scene there. But they used a lot of the dynamite that I was hoping that they were going to use to attack Negan. So I was wondering, is that a waste? Could have they done what they did without blowing up so many sticks of dynamite? Maybe, maybe not. It did, even with some tense moments with Tara, did end up working out where no one got killed. I was hoping for that dynamite to be used against Negan's compound, but what are you going to do? They needed those guns. We already talked about Negan's weakness, but what we can talk about is the smile on Sasha's face when she was playing Eugene to try and get something, trying to get a piece of glass or a gun or a knife or whatever to kill herself, because her true intent was to attack Negan, but Eugene, being the smart character he is, gave her a suicide pill. And now what is she going to do with that? Well, she's kind of a dead girl walking as it is this point. Her only real option is to take the pill, hope she turns and Negan walks into the door, and just as she turns, she bites him. But that's just impossible to time. So, Rick's gathering all this army to take on Negan, so I don't think he's going to be taken down by Sasha in a cage. But that was interesting how that played out. And the last point I have is Dwighty boy fucking turning cloak. Him and Rosita heading back to help Rick, and Rick makes him get on his knees. Oh, where's that going to go? So it's all leading up to an exciting finale. Can't wait for that. That'll be next week's episode. We'll be talking about the finale. Now, rewind the clocks back a year. The big Negan finale. It's going to be tough to. A lot of people just were disgusted with leaving it out like a cliffhanger like that. I was totally okay with it. It gave me a whole off season to ponder how it was going to go down. And I pondered all that time, and I was still wrong. I didn't expect Negan to kill two people, so they kind of have a bit to live up to with this finale, compared to the season 6 finale. So yeah, we'll be talking about that next week. Thanks for joining me and Solston, but just me right now. Like and subscribe.